Okay, let me just fix this here and fix my lighting here. Okay. Hi. How's everybody doing today? Excuse me. Let me just wait for this to start so I can pause it. When making bread using fast rising yeast, how long does the first rise take? Well, that depends. Did you proof it? Because you're really not supposed to proof the fast rising yeast. You just put it right in the flour. Trust me, folks, it's the cannabis. It's not COVID. I'm gonna say, am I listed? I'm not unlisted, am I? Let me just make sure I'm not unlisted. The first rise, it should take a couple hours. Am I here? Hey, Celeste, Teresa, Linda, Bob, Lacey Black. Hi. How's everybody doing? It's been in the oven with the light on for an hour and a half already. It's double. Well, there you go. It's rise till doubled in bulk. Hey, Mama Cat, Robin Rose. How's it going today? Hey, Kel Storm, Whitney Gibson. Good afternoon. This is my first cup of tea of the day. Look what I got. Somebody emailed me and claimed it. Thank you very much. I do believe it was Pam. Let me just make sure. Hang on a second. I don't want to shout somebody out. If it's not them. Oh, I got the wrong email address. I've got like 6 email addresses going. No, I'm sorry. It was not Pam. It was Stephanie, Scorpion Queen 71, who sent me this lovely mug that says, when a grandchild is born, so is a grandparent. Isn't that beautiful? And it's lovely yellow on the inside. What is it about colored cups on the inside that is so pretty? Hey, Mary. Hey, Jessica. Excuse me. I just got up at noon. Well, I was awake, but I laid in bed. I appreciate now, I know people are going to think I'm lazy, but I appreciate everybody's patience as I know you wrote a question above. It's been in the oven with a light on for an hour and a half. It's already double. If it's doubled in bulk, then it's ready. It should only take an hour and a half to 2 hours to rise your bread. Okay? Hey, Terry. Rob the Matrix guy. Hi. And one of these days, stuff on your walls will cave in. I know. Don't worry about it. I'm really good at office Jenga. This is not how my house looks, folks. Only the dishes. I play dish Jenga too. This is not how my house looks. This is just because this room is my personal space. Nowhere else in the house. This room is my personal space. It's my craft space, my studio space, my office space, and my workspace. So if it looks like I'm playing Jenga with my life, excuse me, folks. Motherfuckers. I had that marked as that call as suspected. Hey, Renegade. As suspected spam. And so when it rang and it came up suspected spam, I wanted to double check just to make sure I hadn't it was oui bonjour. And I said, hello, oui bonjour, hello. Do you, Parlez-vous français? No. Click, and they hang up on me. Soon as I can't speak French, they hang up on me. Now that's political. I'm sorry, that's political. So anyway, well, thank you, Holly. No, it's a joke. It's a joke, Holly. The only thing I'm apologizing for is my lack of steam at getting back into the harness. I know my brain says, Bev, you got to get back into the harness. And my heart goes, Bev, you promised yourself at least January to take things slow and rest. And my body goes, now? You want to get in the harness now? Oh yeah, absolutely, Holly. This is my decor is there's so much to look at behind me. I gotta show you guys. Here we go. See? They're doing really, really well. And I'm checking out these plant lights for a reason. I think when I get my little affiliate paycheck, because January or December was not actually a great time for my 4 jars. Sleep is my enemy. Thank you, Terry. Well, I mean, you gotta laugh, right? There's so much going on in life that if we don't laugh, hang on a second, I got something wrong here. If we don't laugh, then we'll cry. You feel me? Let me pop this out. Let me pop this chat out so I can see it better. No, I don't want it full page. There we go. So I have to say that my sleep cycle is all screwed up from the holidays and still from traveling. And I'm getting up and getting Howie off to work. Hang on a second. I'm getting up and getting Howie off to work at 5 o'clock. And then I take some toast and tea and I go back to bed and I look at my email and then I look at my email and I look at my Facebook, and at about 7 o'clock, I roll over and I go back to sleep for supposedly 3 more hours. I've been sleeping for 5 more hours. So obviously my body's going, Bev, you really, I've relaxed. It's what, January 5th? And I finally relaxed enough in my routine that I can get some rest. Plus, I don't want to just dive in to my new thing and not, start working without having some kind of plan. Because I want to start my Cooking with Cannabis channel back up, but on Rumble. Hey, Beth. Freaking geek. Kathy Ponder, Donna Lull, Roxanne Tracy. Hi. But with these lights, when I get my affiliate pay back in, when my affiliate pay comes in from 4 jars, it's the 5th. I'm waiting. I'm going to buy 4 more of those because they're not that expensive. They're like, you can get them on Amazon for like $27 Canadian. And the thing is I've been having this elaborate cage up over my dining room table with hanging lights and clamp lights and all that stuff. What if I don't need that? Feel me? What if I don't need all of that? There's also, hey, Lori. Yay. I got pre-done dough, but who cares? So maybe if I had 6 of these, 2 for each side of the length of the dining room table and 1 for each end, and then I spread them out. Because look, this is why they're up there. A, to give a little bit of fresh love to transplanted plants. But seriously, it comes with, these have built-in timers too. Like if this sits, if I see if, well, that's not going to work right there, but this is high enough. Let's measure. What did you want? What of me? Okay, hang on a second. This is not very well clamped. It's because the edge of my desk is weird. So let's go. Let's see. 3.5. Yeah, these are almost 12 inches off over and above, right? So, come on down. And I can spread these out any way I want. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoa, that does not look good. This does not look good. What the hell happened here? Well, we better test this, eh? Just to make sure. Hang on, guys, because this thing came off. So, oh yeah, they all work. They all work. And you can twist them any way you want. Right? So this is what I'm really loving about these. So, okay, you're good. You're good, you're good. Here's the box. Let's put you back safe and sound in the box. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I will just get these and it'll make my whole life a lot easier. And rather than setting the timer on all of the lights, I will plug them all into one power bar and set the power bar on a timer. I don't need to order a heat mat, Angela. Hi, Angela. Hi, Paula. Under pressure. Excuse me. I don't need heat mats. My table is wood, and it's like 4 feet away from the wood stove. Right? Dude. What? Now, you look over here. Look over here. Hey, you look at all. No, you saucy minx. You look over here and tell all these people why you're interrupting our time together when you have me all day long. Eh? Hey, baby? She's mommy baby, aren't you, darling? Yes. Yes. That's my baby. It's so hard. It's so hard. But can I please talk to my friends now? Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Now bugger off. Okay? Oh, yes. Yeah, I know. Go. No eye contact. There she goes. Well, what I was doing, Freaky, is I was just draping the light cage in a sheet. But what I am going to do, see if these are all on the table or on whatever setup I have, then all I have to do is drape a sheet where I hang my garland. And that will just, oh, she needs a channel, yeah. Like I need the work, right? Like I need more work. She is a good girl. She is a good girl. So I think I'm gonna I'm going to get 4 more of those, and I'm going to try something new. I wonder if I should write the company and ask them, if they'll send me some. Because I'm going to tell them I have 2. Because they sent me a note thanking me for my purchase. If you're, oh, come on. Give me a break here. Not you, Gracie. I was not calling you. And that's another habit she's developed. Anything that comes in a parcel, she thinks there's something in it for her. If for any reason there is anything missing, defective, or blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what? I'm going to email them. Because if I don't have to buy it, I can get... Oh, speaking of previews. You're welcome, Bonnie Smith. Hey, Lynn. Howie already gets income from me. I'm a sponsor. And he doesn't, and for the amount of money I actually give him, he doesn't do enough video work. Hey, Natalie, how's it going? So, where was I? Yeah, I still have a lot of cleanup to do from the holidays. Yes, the trees are all down. Briar's actually coming. Oh, right. Preview. Squirrel! Somebody emailed me and asked me to preview a new dehydrator. It looks kind of like an Excalibur. And they said, we'll give you a discount if you buy it and preview it, and I said, no, you won't give me a discount. You'll send me the dehydrator and you'll give my YouTube family a discount if they want to buy it. I said, and please know, I will give an honest review. I do. I Hey, oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling all the way from Nunavut. Is in the house. Hey, Terry. I hope it's not a scam. They want you to pay for it. No. Honey, I've been at this long enough now, Freaky Geek. I have been at this now long enough that I get emails every single day. Collaboration. We want to work with you. I get 10 a day on one channel. And it's like, I'm not interested. So when somebody does say we want to blah, 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 I'll say, no, this is the way it works. Okay. You send it to me. I review it. And if I like it, I recommend it. And if I recommend it, you give a discount. Right? But I will tell the truth. But 9 times out of 10, I get emails every day that say, okay, we want to pay for ad placement. We'll pay $1,500, $750 up front. You can download the contract and open it with this password. Avoid this. This is their way of getting into your account. Don't do it. Right? So every time I get one that says, we just need you to do this, I go, no, you don't. No, you don't. If you want to pay me, which they never do, the only people I get any kind of payment from is an affiliate sales link for 4Jars. If a product placement place wants to pay me, then it better be something that I'm worth pissing off YouTube over, because I don't put, other people's commercials on my videos except for 4Jars, because I make money from sales, right? I make 10% from sales from my link. Oh, hi, Linda. Yeah, I'm having a pretty good year. It's slow to get started, but I promised myself that I would take it easy these next 3 months, get my reading channel running, and get a plan running for, because once my seeds start, so it's going to be actually closer to the end of the month, middle of February, when I start rocking the videos again, because that's when I'm going to be starting seeds. And I do have things. I have a leftover makeover meal coming up tonight. I'm making one tonight. So, but I just appreciate everybody's patience. And by the way, okay, if you please always keep an eye on the community tab, because I put posts out there that are important. Wanda, if you see this, don't email me at connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com wanting to get into the seed exchange. I put a very clear video out about what email address people are supposed to use for the seed exchange. I've gone to our Half Acre Homestead and I put up a post saying these are the email addresses. If you're Canadian, if you're American, if you're European, these are the email addresses to use. I put it up on our Half Acre Homestead and on this channel. Anybody who does not respond to those email addresses will not be in the seed exchange. I cannot chase people down. I do not have the time. Those lights need, yeah. Freaky Geek, the 4 names that just came through my head, I won't even say out loud, because I want my garden to grow this year. But when you said they need 4 names, you know the 4 names that came to my head. Please don't write them, but you know? Can we trade? What are PPT seeds? Turkey is in the canner. Turkey is being made now, and I've got a ham to start later. Well, I made ham for New Year's Day, and then I made pea soup. And Howie ate an entire, well, the crocks aren't that big, but between lunch and supper, Howie ate the whole pot of pea soup. Shepherd pie in the oven here. Well, now Angie gave me these pans. These pans. And she also gave me a split pie plate so that I could, if I want, make 2 different pies in the same plate, right? And so little space that, yeah, I should be writing all of this stuff down while I'm talking about it. But she gave me these pans that look like a big pan with 3 loaves in it, but they're not quite as wide as a bread loaf. They're fairly narrow, but they're for lasagna and they're nonstick. So I am going to, I just sent Howie a list. Freaky, you're so funny. Can we trade pot seeds? Not internationally. We can, like, if you're trading within your country and it's legal in your country, go right ahead. But this seed exchange, sweetheart, is about vegetables and herbs. And if you don't grow vegetables and herbs, don't enter the seed exchange. You've never had pea soup, Mary Fair? Oh my God, it's so good. It's this simple. You take a ham bone from your fresh ham that you just cooked, nice ham bone, with shreds of meat on it, like you would any soup bone. You throw that in the crock with cold water. Cover it with cold water and about 2 cups of diced onion, right? So you fill the crock. If it's a small crock, fill it full. If it's an 8-quart crock, fill it in half. Uh-oh, I just got a picture. Sorry about that, folks. I got a picture of my grandson popped up. I'm going to be FaceTiming with him after this live. So, yeah, I know it's a different. Hey, Steven. Hell House. Hey, Paranormal. How's it going? What was I saying? Okay, so there are specific email addresses that you have to email if you want to be in the seed exchange. If you send it to mrswolfie@gmail.com or connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com, you won't get into the exchange. Okay? Only join the seed exchange if you want to grow, if you want to and can grow herbs and garden vegetables. Okay? Pea soup recipe. Thank you, Mary. Squirrel! The pea soup is really, really easy. Because your ham bone is so salty and the shreds of meat on it are so salty, it needs no seasoning. You cover that ham bone with water, and depending on if it's a small crock, put in a cup of diced onion. If it's a large crock, 2 cups of diced onion. Cover it, like cold water is the secret. Cold water. Let that simmer all night long. Next morning, take out the bone and drop in, I'm going to say a cup of pea, same amount as you did with onions. Okay? If it's a small crock pot, right? 1 cup of split yellow peas. If it's a large crock pot, 2 cups of split yellow peas. The same amount of peas as you used in onion. And then you let that slow cook all day until it's thick enough to stand on. And Howie just loves homemade pea soup. Yeah, don't give him habitant pea soup. He'll eat it, but it's like not homemade. You know what I mean? Thank you, Jody. So that's how you make pea soup. It's simple. Onions, cold water, ham bone. Simmer all night. Take out the bone, add the split peas, cover, and let cook slow all day. Just cannot do pea soup. It's a texture thing. Well, see, that's where Howie's a weird with textures. He loves pea soup. He loves potato soup. Nothing, Linda Bop. Nothing. There's no difference between yellow and green peas. Yellow split peas or green split peas, unless you've seen The Exorcist, and then nobody wants to make pea soup with green peas. My mother made pea soup with green peas, and I could not eat it. And that was before The Exorcist came out. Absolutely, Kathy. I like my pea soup the way I like my porridge. Well, no, I like my porridge actually thick enough to stand on. But Howie's like, at lunchtime, he's like eating the pea soup going, it's not very thick. I said, wait till supper. Come supper. Now that's right. I said, you just were impatient. That's all. Hey, Tony G! How are you, my darling? What exercise? Oh, The Exorcist. Yeah. Oh my God, eh? So have you started Siege yet, Stephen? I need to ask you, Stephen, when should I start my Spanish onion seeds? If you can't find the yellow peas, they done split themselves. Oh, freaky. My goodness. I prefer the green. The yellow ones we get here seem to be greenier. Really? That's okay, Tony. We read Chattanese. I figured it out, didn't I? So, yeah. Lots of things coming up. So, right tonight, I am making a leftover makeover meal. When we had the ham, right? And I made the ham dinner for New Year's. This is what started this entire pea soup conversation. Then I made pea soup the next day, and then I cut up the leftover ham, and I put some in a bag because I want to make pork and beans. So that's the one I put with a bit of extra, the fatty in there, the fatty part of the ham. Excuse me. And then I cut up the rest of the leftover ham, put it in the bottom of a casserole dish, put a handful of broccoli, last of a bag of broccoli bits over that. And then I put the rest of the scalloped potatoes au gratin on top. And I put a piece of tin foil right down over it because it only half filled the casserole dish. So I put a piece of tin foil right down over it and put it in the freezer. So tonight, I'm pulling that out for supper. I should pull that out of the freezer right now. I'm pulling it out for supper, and I'm going to put 2 more layers on it and bake it, and it's going to be a leftover makeover meal. Hi Glenda. I will not give my grandbaby's name or pictures ever on social media or the internet. It's a boy. We call him Baby Boy. My little Manzy. And he was born on the 21st, and he was 8 pounds 9 ounces. So his name is Baby. That's right. Grandy Boy. Grandy Darling. Yeah, don't get me going or I'll shut this live off too soon, and because I want to FaceTime with my grandbaby. Right? I didn't FaceTime with him yesterday, and I have to actually schedule in FaceTime with my grandchild, or I'll go 2-3 days and not see him, and then he's so funny. If he has a poop while I'm talking to him today, I'm going to start to worry. Because last 2 times we FaceTimed, he shit himself, which is normal for a newborn baby. But the thing is, he's 2 weeks old now. But the thing is the first time I was just talking with him and Mommy, and he's like, he starts doing the grunting and the pushing face, and you recognize it, right? And so I talked him through and then he went, because his mom had curry the day before, and it kind of upset his tummy. Late January, first week of February. Thank you, Stephen. That's what I figured. That's what I figured, sweetheart. I'll start my celery at the same time because they take a long time to germinate. And I'm going to make seed tapes this year. So anyway, I talk to him and go, oh, I felt that one. And through the whole conversation, like he does 3 of them. It seems to be he does 3 of them. He'll get one out and he'll relax for a minute. Don't change his diaper. Because about 30 seconds later, he starts up again. Just when you think, and he does it again. So he had a really good triple poop while I was talking to him on the phone, and my daughter-in-law emailed me and said, texted me and said, oh my God, you should have seen the poop. And I said, next time you say something, we go through this, send me a picture, because I'm telling you, I wanted to see what he worked so hard to get out, right? Yes, his mom's doing great. Well, Howie didn't talk to him too often because Howie's never here when we FaceTime. If Howie's here, Howie will come and stand over my shoulder and he'll say hi and stuff like that. But he said FaceTime, he said, it's, when he's here and I can poke him in the belly and, we'll be fine, right? So anyway, he worked that poop out, and then I hadn't talked to him in a day or 2. So yesterday I was talking to him on FaceTime with Mommy and Daddy and him, and he was asleep on Mommy's lap. And so I'm like, oh, hi, baby boy. And he started doing this. Because he knows my voice. And then so I sang to him really quietly, hoping he'd relax and go back to sleep. Because he was sleeping. I woke him up, poor bugger. And so he opened one eye, and then he opened the other eye. And I said, hey, baby boy. Oh, you grandy boy, right? And then he immediately started to shit. And I said, okay, I'm starting to take this personally. Like either I scare the shit out of the kid, or he thinks he needs to perform on camera. I'm not sure which. But, so if he poops while I'm on the phone with him today, I'm gonna take it personally, I think. All right, Stephen, give my love to Dan, eh? Thank you, Glenda. Have a great day, Stephen. I love you. Mwah. So, no, he's not Poopy Head. What a horrible name. Hey, baby boy. I'm Grandy boy. I'm Grandy darling. Right? So, FaceTime is a blessing. I always said that if we get phones with picture, I won't answer, but now I long for our visits. I know, right? Hey, Jen's Adventures. Just dropping in to say hello. Have a great day. You too, sweetheart. Mwah. Happy New Year to you. Better he poop than not be constipated. Well, yes. But I mean, you could hear them. It's like I said, he would. I said, was that what I thought it was? Yep. And Arthur said, and you can hear Arthur's voice, and he goes, and he does it 3 times. And I go, oh, just like his grandma. Grandma poops 3 times, right? If I have a poop in the morning, I know you don't want to hear this. So anyway, yeah, that's right now he's doing everything right. He's sleeping, eating, pooping, and enchanting the world. Enchanting everybody he goes into contact with. I don't do potatoes. I don't do potatoes. I will order some fancy seed potatoes and see if I can't get a bag to grow on my deck. And I might grow some lettuce out here, but I don't plant potatoes. It's a waste of my time. I will plant something where I have a hope in hell of keeping the potato bugs at bay because it's only a small bed. You know what I mean? At least you don't have smell-o-vision. I know, right? But I mean, you can tell a lot by the smell of a baby's poop. So, but anyway, that's kind of what's going on. I'm just spending my days trying to catch up my dishes. Maybe I will run the dishwasher just once for cutlery or something. My grandbaby hadn't pooped for 2 weeks, and we were worried. Already he started farting when he was with me, and it was so rank. Then he started to poop. I remember there was a time when Briar wouldn't poop for 3 days. Didn't poop for 3 days, and I got so worried that when I was changing him, I took a little sliver of glycerin soap, and I whipped it up his whoopah, and I held it there, and he pushed it back out with a turd. So, well, it wasn't a turd, baby poop, right? But, and the color, absolutely. I'm not going to see him, Tony. They're bringing him to see me near the end of the month. Briar's coming tomorrow, coming home with Howie's picking him up tomorrow, and he's cleaning the upstairs for me. Howie's going to clean, before Arthur and Mel come with the baby, he's going to clean the bedroom downstairs for them. And they're hopefully coming up by the end of the month. Yeah, baby. And he is a breast baby. That's right. So I said to her, I said, don't be, I said, I'm an alcoholic, so I don't drink, but I've heard of women having a glass of wine with supper and then nursing their baby afterwards, and their baby sleep for 8 hours. So I said, yeah, obviously if you eat curry, it's going to upset his stomach, or his system's going to get it, right? Thank you, Shelly Zia. I know. Do you have a drawer for him to sleep in? Nah, I'm pretty sure they've got all the bells and whistles and traveling things that they need. And, I don't have anything. My house is not baby proof yet. That's going to happen next winter. I'm going to be completely baby proofing crap because by the time spring comes around, he'd be crawling everywhere, right? Makes me move. Wahoo. I don't drink coffee. Coffee dehydrates me. Right? Coffee dehydrates me. So anyway, cousin Angie sent me this pan with 3 loaf spots in it. Right? Like it's all in one pan. And it's apparently for making lasagnas. So I've ordered the stuff, told Howie to pick it up on his way home, and I'm going to make it probably tomorrow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake these 3 big lasagnas off. And one is going to be for our supper because Briar will be here. And the other 2 I'm going to cut in half once they set. and cool. I'm going to cut them in half once they're set and cool, put them on a pan, freeze them, and then vacuum seal them for another meal. Grandy boy, Decimez. Yeah, it's almost time. I've got an appointment between 2 and 2:30 to FaceTime with my grandchild and my daughter-in-law. And see, Arthur works from March, April, all the way up to December. But then he has the rest of the winter off because he works in general contracting, right? And it's mostly outdoor work. So, and she also sent me a pie plate that has a divider so you can make 2 pies, right? So I'm gonna preview that as well. So there's some stuff coming up on our half-acre homestead. And yeah, that's what's going on. There's videos coming, but I am just starting to feel like I've come up from underwater from gardening, canning season, then the holidays, right? I'm just like, you know what I mean? So I appreciate your patience. Now listen, it's time for me to go. I have some work to do before I FaceTime with my grandbaby. And Tony G, go to the community tab on our half-acre homestead or Life with the Wolfies, and you will find your email address for the seed exchange. Okay? Because there's one email address for Canadians, there's one email address for US, and there's one email address for Europe. Okay? So, now it's time. I'm going to say a little prayer because those pans are a great idea. I love green peppers in Joanne, that's brilliant. Making stuffed peppers in them too. You know what I thought? I thought of bread right off the bat. But I bet you I could make some whiz bang. Yeah, this is something else cousin Angie told me, right? Is she said, I freeze them in the container and then I take them out of the container and I vacuum seal them. And I went, that's brilliant. And then when she goes to cook it again, she just puts it back in the container in the oven. Thank you. Now, if you don't want to stay for the prayer, there's no judgment. This is a non-denominational prayer where we just do our best to lift each other up, spread light and love and peace and hope and strength to keep us putting one foot in front of the other. That's all. So it's not religious at all. Okay. Let's do some deep breaths, and we're going to breathe in peace and breathe out anxiety. We're going to breathe in light, breathe out negativity. We're going to breathe in hope and breathe out fear. You feel me? All right. Hey, God, creator, source of all, how's it going? Thank you, God, for reminding me to be kinder to myself these next couple of months. I'm obviously needing the rest, and I'm already feeling much, much better. Thank you for my grandchild. I thank you, God, for my grandchild every day, and my children, and my family, and my dog, and my husband. The roof over my head, the blankets on my beds, the food in the pantry and the freezer. God, I am grateful every day. There's a lot of folks, God, that are having a hard time, though, right? There's illness, there's sudden death, there's, financial constraints and worries, neglect, addiction, ill health, finances. Some people are having a hard time feeling blessed, God, because they've got so many things in front of them that they're having a hard time seeing the light of your love. And know that, that when we can't take another step, that you lift us up, God, and carry us. So, God, we're going to lift all these people up that are having such a hard time seeing through the chaos and the pain in their lives, and they're having a hard time. Please, God, pour the light of your love down over them, wrap them in warm peace so that they can maneuver whatever it is that they're going through. Keep putting one foot in front of the other until they can see that they're wrapped in our love and our prayers and your love and light. So, if it be thy will, God, let us help you carry them until they can walk. Okay? God, thank you for bringing us together, filling our hearts with light and love and patience and tolerance and fellowship for each other. For that, I am extremely grateful. Amen. Namaste. Miigwech. Peace be with you. Merry meet, merry part. Shalom. Blessed be. Walk in the light of God's love. Whatever language we use, love is always best accepted. Right? Take care. God bless. I'll see you guys on Sunday.